It's the season finale, baby. The next time you'll be seeing a career mode episode on this channel will be with a brand new team. RIP to Manchester United. RIP to one of the best career modes we've ever done. Do you guys remember the Barcelona squad that Guardiola had like his first season or two at Barcelona? They were so dominant, so amazing. The people found them boring to watch. A lot of times you would watch Champions League and when you would read Twitter, it would just be like, oh, this Barcelona team is so good that people rooted against them. They were so great on the ball and so dominant that people found them boring to watch. That's kind of how I feel about this Manchester United career mode. My goodness, did we do amazing things. From dominating the BPL, before we got started this episode, we were 20 points clear. This right here is the semifinals of the FA Cup against Spurs. We win today and we could see a final against either Man City or Stoke City. And Harry Kane came out with a great attempt. I mean, Spurs came out balling, man. Balls deep, balling, going, like it was incredible. They were unbelievable. And we had to kind of weather the early storm to try to make this final. So as I was saying, this Barca team was unbelievable, okay? They had like, I think was David Silva there at that time, maybe? David Villa, I think he might have been there during the time I'm thinking. Messi, Iniesta, freaking Xavi. Their team was stacked, okay? Puyol was there at the time. Big ups to my boy Ibrahimovic finding the goal that can send us to the final. But as I was saying, that team was so dominant that people found them boring to watch. They held possession so much, no one could get the ball. They scored so many goals. People found them boring to watch sometimes. Not all people, especially not Barcelona fans. But this series, we dominated so much, being 20 points clear of the BPL, that the natural viewer would have got bored. The Manchester United viewers had a time of their life. They see their team beasting and feasting. They see all the amazing players playing for them. But what they don't realize is that the normal viewer is a little bit bored because there's no competitive here. There's just Manchester United dominating in everything. Dominating once again, FA Cup semifinals. Now we make the final. This year, against Villarreal, the Europa League semifinals. And the only reason we're not in the Champions League is because that terrible job that Van Gaal did with Manchester United and not having them in the Champions League, or we'd probably be making the final of that. This Villarreal game was massively important because I have never won the Europa League here on my channel. I've never even posted Europa League action here on this channel. So I really wanted to bring you guys a big W in the Europa League. This Manchester United career mode was amazing from day one. We dominated from day one. Before we bought the Messi, Ibra was here already. Before we bought Messi and stuff, we were already dominated. Leg one, 0-0 result, just to let you guys know real quick. We tied against Villarreal. I know there's a lot of games coming at you quick, but the reason I did this was for the fact that I realized, Booyah Nation, I read my comments, baby. I see what everyone's saying, from Manchester United supporters to people who don't support Manchester United and just love the series, love my career mode. People are a little bit, they think the series is good, just a little bit bored because 20 points clear before we even kick this episode off. So I started to throw a lot of games into this episode and have the season finale today. We're going to have 3 finals, hopefully, if we can make the final here against Villarreal. Then we're going to have 3 finals, pretty much the final of the BPL, the final of the Europa League, and the final of the FA Cup as well. And we already conquered the Capital One Cup, didn't we? So we have a chance here to do what we did with Arsenal a few seasons back. But the only difference with that Arsenal team is we won the Champions League. Regardless, big chance to start it off, and it comes off the post, my boy Rashford. And this was big, man, because a goal here sends us to the final. And Villarreal were just a tough team, man. I couldn't break them down to save my life. Whatever they were doing, I think they played like park the bus or whatever they were doing. It was difficult. Finally laid on a great pass and Anthony Martial with a finesse shot that wasn't even on target, but it was a great attempt. Then the boy Rashford trying to spark some freaking sparks into the Manchester United team, and Herrera with a chance there that the keeper comes up with a save. I don't even know how that happened. Big chance right here off the counter attack. Nice 1-2 between Herrera and Rashford, and Herrera and Rashford are 2 guys that have really come on late in the season for us. And look at the finish. When you have players like Gareth Bale, Messi, Ibrahimovic, but Herrera and Rashford are the guys sending you to the final of the Europa League, we'll take that, baby. Everybody getting involved in this Manchester United career mode. And it's amazing to see. Rashford is going to send us to the final where we'll be facing up against. We'll find out in just a minute. But again, man, I never intended to sign all these big players to make people bored. Honestly, I wanted a mega team. We did a mega team. I don't even remember how it actually happened. It just happened, which was cool. And it was amazing. But we dominated from day one, man. Even before Messi and stuff, like I said, we just dominated. Defensively, I think we suffered like I want to say something like 9 goals the entire season in the BPL, which is completely unrealistic, but we didn't suffer no goals. Even when we simulated games, as we did a little bit in this series, because of how far we were ahead, we still won, man. It's because we built such a great team. Jimenez got a red card, and yet we're still going to walk out of here with a 2-0 victory against Spurs. So at this point, we could have lost every game to the end of the season, and we were still going to be crowned champions. That's the reason I simulated the rest of the BPL games. As you can see, final against Crystal Palace, a final against Spurs in the Europa League. So the same team that we beat in the semifinals of the FA Cup, we're going to be seeing in the final of the Europa League, an all-English final. And also, we're going to see Stoke City in the final of the FA Cup. So Crystal Palace was up first. And this was one of the more difficult games I played all season, man. We played out the entire game pretty much to a 0-0 result. And late in the game, in almost the 80th minute, we get a massive opportunity. And really our only opportunity that fell to Ibrahimovic, but it wasn't going to matter because a 0-0 result, we were already champions. Here was just the party time, man. So for the first time in FIFA 17, I actually get to see what it looks like, what the party looks like. And now for the last few years, I've been a little bit disappointed what EA has done with the party scenes. But right here, actually not bad, man. You can see like players really look like they have that emotion of winning the championship. You can see how happy Blend is, how happy Vidal was. Here they have both teams on the field, so the camera guys all around. I definitely like what EA did, but there it is, man. We locked down the BPL undefeated. We did not take a loss. We tied a few games, but we didn't take a loss. We barely suffered goals. Definitely the best defense in the BPL, the best offense in the BPL, and just the best team rounded. So there it is, man. We win the BPL, and up next is the final of the Europa League versus Spurs. Now, going into the next season, obviously you guys voted for league already. Now I'm gonna put a straw poll down below for whoever watched this episode. And I like I said, the Manchester United one got boring to a lot of people, so the views have kind of come down. But that's almost a good thing in a way, Booyah Nation, because the people who have stuck through this and stuck with me through the entire career mode, not just the cool part of us signing players, you guys are gonna be the ones that vote for the brand new team. So I'm gonna leave a link to all the teams that won. You guys already voted for what league. Now I'm gonna leave all the teams from that league down below, and whoever you guys vote for is the next career mode that's going to be kicking off possibly this weekend. So really excited to be bringing you guys that. Up next was the final of the Europa League. I wanted to put out my best lineup, but the problem was fitness. But I said, you know what? It's a final. I'm just going to play the fitness like this. It is what it is. I'm just going to YOLO Swaggerino go with it. Spurs were incredibly difficult to knock out of the FA Cup. They were so damn tough defensively to break down, and Harry Kane gave us a lot of trouble. There was going to be no difference in the final this time. I'm telling you, EA boosts up team in the finals, so it was a tough affair here against Spurs. I knew that we had to score first, we had to be dominant, and we could not give away possessions cheaply. So we start the game off with pretty much a very awesome attack, but almost a very lucky attack. A lot of times against the CPU, I'll use a skill move, not thinking I'm actually going to get off, just to use it so I don't lose possession. Ibrahimovic did that skill move, which drew the center back towards me, which left Vidal solo dolo in the middle of the pitch. I laid it off to him, and Vidal's not missing from there. Too much class on him, too much freaking ability, and what a great finish past the boy Loris. And we were up 1-0 just 7 minutes into the game thanks to Ibrahimovic and Vidal. We moved a little bit further in the first half where we're going to put a beautiful through pass up to the boy Lionel Messi. Messi's going to use his speed, and I don't know what the hell the Spurs defender was thinking here, right on the edge of the box, but they say it was in the box, and it gives away a penalty. Really, I thought it should have been right because it was from behind. They only give a yellow card, but Ibrahimovic is going to go to the spot. And again, I don't know what EA was thinking. I don't know what Spurs were thinking. I guess when you have freaking Messi running at you, you just panic, and I guess that's what happened there. But Ibrahimovic, not going to miss. He goes right down the middle on the French keeper. Loris makes it 2-0 and kind of secures the final. That's what you would think, right? You would think, okay, you know what, 2-0, they don't suffer many goals. Manchester United has this locked and loaded. But the boy's son has something to say about it. Right before the whistle to go to the halftime break, I just wanted to make it 2-0. Son just rips one. And to beat De Gea from there, you just know it has to be a wicked shot, man. Big boy's son, who got player of the month in the BPL, I believe, right? That is not what he got. I think he did. Anyways, he just lets one rip. Big goal from the boy's son, making it 2-1. And then it was a whole thing of us just trying to hold them off. Ibrahimovic with a big chance here. Gets it by Loris, but hits the freaking woodwork. So we're not going to get a goal there. And then it was, like I said, park the bus, hold on, try to do everything we can. The boy Herrera, I believe, I had an opportunity here late on. And right here, I knew the game was over because they're allowing me to play with the ball in their box in the 90th minute. And that's just a noob move. We're going to walk out of here with another final victory. We won the FA Cup. Well, excuse me, we won the Capital One Cup. We won the BPL. We won the Europa League. So I wanted to leave it down to chance. Now I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean in just a second. You're gonna be like, wait, no way, no way, no way. But I wanted to leave it down to chance. Regardless, a massive, massive victory here against Spurs. All Europe, all English final. We're seeing that a lot in the Europa League. A few years back, it was an all-Portuguese final. I know there was an all-Spanish final, I believe, a few years back, maybe it was an all-Spanish semifinals. But we're starting to see that a lot in the Europa League. All-English final here, where we picked up a pretty comfortable victory. Every goal scored in the first half. So Lionel Messi leaves Barcelona, where he got loads of silverware. He comes to Manchester United, and he gets loads of silverware, baby. We lift our third trophy of the season. You can see the boy Anthony Martial super happy. And as I said, one more time, just to state on this, I really like the way they made the celebrations. I feel like the players actually look like they're happy and emotional for it, so it's pretty cool. Mudawidi gets to raise his third trophy of the year. Actually, his second, because was he here for the first one? I actually don't remember. But he goes ahead and raises that one. And like I said, I want to play with chance. So that's what I did. I simulated the FA Cup final against Stoke City, and I was going to take an L, man. I said, look, if we lose, it is what it is. Because what we did with Arsenal was just so amazing that I wanted the chance to see if Manchester United could pull it off. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever on my channel, or the second time ever on my channel, we win every single competition. Messi scored a second. And I believe the boy Royce gets his second in the game in just a second, and he does right there. And we knock off Stoke City, leaving Manchester United to equal what we did with Arsenal. I believe we did it with Arsenal. We won every single competition that was available to us. Booyah Nation, this series to me was absolutely amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I can't wait to kick off a brand new career mode for you guys. Sorry it got a little bit boring because not boring, we just dominated, which led it to be boring to a lot of you guys, but it was fun. Yes, we dominated, but it was a ton of fun. Everyone who supported this series from day one until the end, big ups to you guys, man. Drop a big old thumbs up if you love the Manchester United career mode, and if you're excited for the new career mode, hit that big old thumbs up and I'll get it out to you as quickly and as beautifully as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching, Booyah Nation. I love you guys. Y'all stay safe. Make sure to subscribe for more career mode, and I'll see you guys real soon. And good luck to anyone playing Foot Champions this weekend. All right? Y'all be safe. Booyah. We out. What's up, Booyah Nation? It's your boy AA9 Skills, and today's a little bit of a different video. And honestly, man, I couldn't be more upset right now, man. Booyah Nation, I'm literally furious. So as you can see on your screen right now, I placed rank 3. Now, if you follow me on all my social medias like Instagram, Twitter, if you even follow my daily vlog channel that's down below, you would know that I placed Elite 3 last weekend. I almost got Elite 2, but I choked it up at the end and I got Elite. Actually, I choked up in the beginning and I got Elite 3. Now, I got some pretty awesome prizes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My packs were lit and I got my reaction on camera of me, but I don't have the packs being opened because my footage corrupted. I have my reaction. My reaction was sick. I was